Don Cheadle won the lottery, but the store clerk didn't even look at the ticket before immediately declaring it fake. Don tried to explain with a forced smile, but the clerk rudely told him to get out. Unable to take it anymore, Don Cheadle pulled out a weapon.
Check the ticket, stupid!
The crowd was frightened and backed away. Only one man calmly stepped forward.
Do you want to die?
No. Look, I'm talking about a business deal. Okay, I buy the ticket from you for $200. I take it to a store where the guy behind the counter doesn't have a death wish.
Don Cheadle didn't say much, just smiled faintly and easily let him go. After the crisis was resolved, Jack finally breathed a sigh of relief. Unexpectedly, Don Cheadle stopped him and said seriously, "I am Santa Claus."
Well, what do you need, Jack?
In Jack's view, he was successful in his career and wealthy. He didn't need this weirdo's help at all. Jack tried to get Don Cheadle on the right track, but Don just smiled mysteriously, saying all of this was what Jack deserved. Jack felt a bit confused, but didn't think too much about it. Returning to the hotel, he was exhausted and fell asleep immediately. When he woke up again, he found a woman lying in his arms. She was none other than the first love he had missed out on years ago. Before Jack could react, a child jumped onto the bed. The child affectionately called out, "Dad," completely stunning him. He frantically rushed out, jumped into the car in the yard, and drove away quickly. When Jack returned to his high-end apartment, the security guard stopped him. Even the neighbors didn't recognize him and looked at him with disdain, as if watching a joke. Jack was furious and left while cursing. He then drove straight to the company. The receptionist who used to respect him now also didn't recognize him. Even the general manager's name had been changed to his assistant's name. Jack ran out in horror. As soon as he reached the street, a luxury car blocked his way. The driver turned out to be Don Cheadle, whom he had met the day before.
That's my car!
Hi, Jack.
You stole my car!
Now, I know this whole thing is really bizarre to you and you're feeling quite shocked, but just hop in. I'll explain everything to you, okay?
Don Cheadle told him this was a parallel world. Here, he could obtain what he truly desired. As long as he found his original intention, he could return to his previous life. After saying that, Don Cheadle stopped the car and let Jack out. With nowhere to go, Jack could only temporarily return to that unfamiliar home. His wife was anxiously looking for him. Seeing him come back, she hurriedly wiped away her tears and hugged him tightly. Seeing this woman who was both familiar and unfamiliar, he suddenly felt the urge to stay. However, faced with the trivial matters of life, he quickly dismissed this thought. After all, in this world, his clothes were just cheap street goods. He was exhausted every day and had to grit his teeth to walk the dog. In the morning, his son's crying woke him up. He irritably complained to his wife, but she calmly reminded him that it was his turn to take care of the child this week. Jack was confused and didn't know what to do. He tried to undo the diaper. Jack felt a wave of nausea and almost vomited. His flustered appearance made his daughter feel a bit suspicious.
You're not really my dad, are you?
Jack thought he had found a solution and hurriedly asked his daughter to send him back. But the daughter mistakenly thought aliens had eaten her dad and was on the verge of tears.
Do you like kids?
On a case-by-case basis.
Promise you won't kidnap me and my brother and plant stuff in our brains?
Sure.
Under the daughter's guidance, Jack first took his son to daycare, then took his daughter to school. Only after asking his daughter did Jack find out that he had opened a tire shop. When he sat in the office and opened the accounts, he couldn't help feeling uneasy. He couldn't understand why he was smiling so happily in the photos. His only thought now was to return to his own world, but his wife was sexy and charming, making Jack completely unable to resist.